We're glad that you are here.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
First, I want to tell you, before we get started, that you have the coolest fans ever, and they're like in the chat room right now saying things. We were talking about Ryan Reynolds, and they're like, "Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is hot, but Benji's way hotter."
Well, there we go. Who's Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds, he's like a movie star. He's married to, what's that girl with the blonde hair? Scarlett Johansson's husband. And he was in, I don't know, he's in Blade. I don't know, what's he in? He's in a million movies. That movie with Sandra Bullock about like marrying a boss. I don't know.
Proposal.
Well, if he's married to Scarlett Johansson, he's definitely doing pretty well.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well, but according to the fans in the chat room right now, like, he's got nothing on you, so you are rocking it, dude.
And dude,
But
Ryan Reynolds,
I can get, you know?
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is objectively really, really hot, so that's like awesome for you, because you're even hotter than him according to your fans, so that rocks.
Maybe I can get something off my rent this month. I'll be like, hey, you know, apparently I'm hotter than Ryan Reynolds.
And you should try it. You should actually try that. So I want to introduce you to my co-host, Ben. We have the diva of cool, Drew Albright.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, what's your first name again? Sorry?
Drew.
Drew. Diva Drew. I love
Diva
it.
Drew. Yes, you got it.
And then we have the cool haunted one, Mr. Woody Meckes.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Going good, man.
And then over here we have the cool man about town. His name's Alex Black.
What's up, Ben?
Hey, how's it going, Alex?
Good.
And then we have me, the king of cool, Jimmy Star. What's up?
Oh yeah, and I was checking you out. I saw you're a doctor.
Yeah, I have a doctorate in reality studies, life management, teach people how to think correctly, and I'm just cool as hell.
And lots of undergrads in finance.
That reminds me of the director of the movie The Days Volume 2. He was a doctor of neuroperception or something. I forget what it was. Something I can't pronounce.
Okay.
But yeah, there's two doctors I've met that aren't like doctors that I think of in the normal sense. But
Yeah, we're not medical
cool
doctors.
In-depth studies of the way we look at life and the way we perceive the things we're interacting with.
Right, we're educational doctors. I've got a doctorate of education, so I'm not like a medical doctor. I don't give you medicine or anything, but I can like teach you how to like have a great life.
Hey, that's what it's all about. If you got a good life, you don't need any medicine.
That's right.
Exactly, that's what we think.
So, first of all, let's talk a little bit about 100 Monkeys and, like, tell us a little bit about the band. I know all the fans listening, like, know, but, like, for somebody, let's say they had never heard of 100 Monkeys, give us a little fill-in.
Well, we're five guys. Usually, sometimes we're notorious for having guests up on stage, but the core of the group is five guys, Lawrence Abrams, Jackson Rathbone, Ben Johnson, Jared Anderson, and myself. And we love doing this very improv-based, good mood, funky rock and roll. And we like to keep people on their toes. We'll come out with a country song sometimes, a dance song sometimes, or sometimes we'll just make it all up from the very get-go.
Tell everybody about the monkey switcheroo.
The monkey switcheroo, yeah, we're very ADD. We switch instruments, almost every song. We're now working on a bunch of songs where we switch instruments during the song. So that's our new thing that we've been working on in rehearsals, is trying to switch the bass player, drum guy, in the very middle of the song without dropping the beat. Sort of Chinese fire drill going.
That's super cool.
Wow, that takes a lot, actually.
And nobody does it.
Some people do, I've seen one band that has a really cool, I don't know if it's a switcheroo, but the bass player for Menomina will frequently switch out his bass line, this giant baritone saxophone.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty cool, Yeah, you don't see it too often where people are switching around as much.
Yeah, it's super cool. I actually went. I've been on your website a bunch and listened to a bunch of the songs because, you don't even have no two songs sound alike, which I think is super cool and unique, and something that nobody's used to, because everybody usually, you hear a song and you're like, oh, that's whoever, that's Christina Aguilera or something, and your songs, nobody would ever be able to do that almost. Actually, because they're so different, you can almost do it because every song is so different. But I think that's a really cool concept.
Well, thanks, man. That's what we're going for, Try and keep people guessing as to what's going to come out next.
And you also guys have like a cool sense of humor. I watched the Ugly Girl video like 10 times in the last week. And I think it's hilarious. It's so much fun.
Yeah, we love that video, and the director of Ugly Girl, Will Schmidt, actually right now, he's working on another music video to come out for the song Future Radio. That should be coming out in late August.
Which we're going to be playing that in a few minutes, actually. That's one of the two I picked. We're actually going to play, while you're on the phone, we're going to play Future Radio and Cold Picks. Because I know those are kind of like the two newest songs, newest at least for people that haven't heard them. And plus, I think it shows a good variety of the different kinds of music. And you picked Cold Picks, and I picked Future Radio.
Nice.
And,
yeah, is it okay to play Cold Picks with the language and everything?
Yeah, it's okay. We're okay.
In the internet world.
We're okay in the internet world. Like on the show, we try not to say the F word, but we just played Mel Gibson's rant against his wife, and it's like every other word, so we're all right. We're just not going to say it, but if somebody else says it, hey, there's nothing we can really do about it.
Have you been up on that whole Mel Gibson thing, Ben?
I haven't. Sadly, we've been in such a crunch getting ready to leave town, and in 6 days here, I haven't been checking the news. What happened to poor Mel?
Okay, you tell him, Jimmy Star.
Mel Gibson went off on his wife, and she tape recorded the whole thing, and basically he wrecked his career for life, basically. But basically, he calls her a whore, and if she gets raped by a gang of black people...
Not using a nice word like that.
She deserves it, and she walks all around town with her kitty hanging out all over the place for everybody to see it, and it's a disgrace and an embarrassment, and
her big fake tits make her look like a total whore.
Yeah.
And she's embarrassing him.
A Las Vegas whore, not just a whore.
Yeah, Las Vegas whore. It's on all the news stations, but they can't play it. They can't play it in its entirety, and we actually played it with all the F words and N words and all the different words in it. So it was hilarious. It's not hilarious, but to hear it is hilarious.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that people are still saying things like that.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess it's really entertaining for all of us on the outside.
It's kind of entertaining and it's kind of pathetic at the same time because it shows if you put these super famous people on some kind of a pedestal, and they're just like everybody else, and they're actually they're even more screwed up.
Right.
He's really screwed up.
Yeah, his real thinking came out.
His real thinking comes out, and you're like, oh my gosh, and you think that this is somebody that you've made super rich.
Yeah, we just say what we think all the time, so there's no real thinking and fake thinking or image with us. So
I'm sure with your degree, you probably know just as much as the rest of us that success and happiness are two very, very different things.
Absolutely. Actually, one of the things that we
be wildly successful and have the coldest heart in the world, which is always really sad when you see that going on.
Absolutely, everybody defines success with money, and that's actually a super jacked up way to do it because most of those people aren't really happy. And it's good to have success and financial success, but also you got to be happy with what you're doing as you're going along. Like I'm sure you are, because you're about to. I know Rolling Stone and Spin and everybody said 100 Monkeys, the great band to watch and the up-and-coming band and the future of music and everything, but you got to be having an absolute blast with the whole thing.
We are, man. We consider ourselves to be so blessed and so fortunate because we love what we do so much that we can barely find time to sleep. We've actually set kind of strict regimens to make sure that we don't get sick. And, it's just so good to have something that you can work so hard at, and then on the return, the people who are receiving the work that you're doing, at least from our point of view, seem to really be enjoying it. It's speaking to them and making people's lives better, and I don't think our situation could be any better than it is.